Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Sage 2023 Showcase. This time we have Adventure in a Cursed Island. This is a demo for a Game Boy styled game that looked a little intriguing and either has multiple playable characters or some sort of transformation involved. I'm not entirely sure, as it was a little obtuse for the page info. But there's a description. It says that Adventure in a Cursed Island is a Game Boy-like adventure, sequel to the first game, Adventure in a Mysterious Island, which I have not played, but apparently it is a sequel. It follows the charm of a 2D platform genre, while remaining faithful to the Game Boy. However, not much more can be revealed in this one, but I hope this version of the demo would be a way to start. That is all it says here. Arrow keys move, ZX for action and jump, backspace for select, okay. Enter for start and pause, and oh, I can change the window size with the number keys. I should have probably read the full description. This window is actually kind of tiny right now, as you can kind of tell by my mouse. So I'm just going to, like... Oh, cool. It doesn't... Good. It doesn't change the capture feed. Thank goodness for that. Sometimes that would break it and I have to recapture it. Fortunately, I don't have to. So, I can continue and say that before we begin, if you like the video, do think about giving a like. If you haven't subscribed yet, think about doing that as well. But if you really want to help out, think about coming over to Twitch. We're trying to reach partner over here, but we definitely need more viewers to do that. We're not even at 30 today. Hopefully it will go up by the end of the stream. But that just, by being said, if you want to come by, whether to lurk or to talk, it really does help out. We'd also love to have you. And it really does make a big difference. Every viewer does matter. So if you are new to the stream, if you've never come by one of my Twitch podcast. I don't know why I'm going to say podcast. I barely ever do podcasts. If you've never been by my Twitch streams, though, literally it'd be awesome to have you. So come on over. We also have a pretty cool Discord community if you want to check that out. I got a coffee link if you want to help directly monetize my content, and I have a merch store if you want to buy some cool stuff. Links in the description, and you can check them out at your leisure. Also, I like how, just despite me, we were at 29 viewers, and now we're at 25. It's going to be one of those days where we have barely anyone here, right? Well, barely anyone. If 25 viewers is still okay. But it does mean, audience, that you got to make up for all the missing people. We got to get some chatter going. Granted, you guys are doing good at that so far. So let's start playing the game. Maybe there'll be something to chatter about in-game. Though I do have to give a content warning. Or an ear warning. An ear warning. Yes, a sound warning. That's the word I'm looking for. So this game's music from the get-go, I'm not sure about it, guys. With a little bit of testing, I popped to the first level, and can I please start the game? It's not letting me. Oh, there we go. I have to. Apparently, I can't skip through the little animations. And no controller support. I thought so. So here we are. To be fair, if this is a cursed island, this music definitely sells that. Also, I think we're dead. I don't know, we have a halo. Let's see where this goes. All Mom Joe's fault, because Carr called it a podcast. Yeah, he stuck the word in my brain. I'm still waking up a little bit. Oh my. Oh, I can use this as an attack, okay. Alright, fair enough. Wait, what? Huh. When the halo returns to me, it makes a collection sound. Oh no, a cursed dead bird thing. So I don't know why we're here, why the island is cursed, but man, this music, not only is it a really discordant song, but the main melody, that instrument, like Game Boy has instruments, by the way. They're all 8-bitty chiptune things, but there are different instrument types for every video game system. And the main melody here is used. Oh my god! Apparently, I have a dash. How did I do that? I actually have. Oh, I see. So that's weird. Double tap in the air to do an air dash, but you can't do it on the ground. Huh. Yeah, I'm trying to remember what specific wave instrument that is played for the main melody, but it's a starts with a C, I think. Oh, I can aim the halo. Okay. Well, hell yeah, direction. I see. It's a square? No, it starts with a C. The instrument type it's using for the main melody is a particular type of wave that starts with C. It's not a square or triangle. They're not as bendy as this instrument. Is it sine? It could be sine. That's not sine as in like traffic sign. That's S-I-N-E. That could be a sine wave that, but like, Steve. Okay, wait. They're all. You're confusing my brain. Why you say? Okay. I'm still waking up, and you're talking about sine waves. Sine waves are not exactly what I was referring to when it. I mean, they're all sine waves technically. This is not a square. I cannot remember the instrument I'm thinking of. I just know it starts with C. Hold on. There is actually one way I can figure this out really fast. Music theory of charm. Bonus moment. Hold on a second. I just see my little program. Sawtooth? Nope. That's that has a more grindy sound. I'm not really sure how to. I'm not good at music theory. I am good at explaining. But let me see here. Let me just take a song. Let me just take a random song. Let's see. I promise this will be interesting. Give me a minute. Okay. I know it'll be interesting because I've done this before. This is, you guys know that I actually make little sound font remixes and stuff. I'm just gonna on the fly make one so I can remember what instrument it is. Just a moment. Do you guys know Journey of Silius? Here's it on piano because it's a default instrument. Stage 1. This is an NES game. It's pretty cool. It was originally a Terminator game, but they lost the license, so they just made a custom license. Anyways, that's just on the default piano. I'm going to now turn it into a Game Boy song, which will allow me to tell you about the instruments. So watch this. Or just listen, actually. It'll only take me a little bit. I'm going to do it all on the fly. I usually tweak and take more my time with this, but I can also do it pretty fast. So I have a Game Boy sound font here. The instrument I am trying to think of. Let's see, what was it? Celeste? No, not Celesta. It was probably the... Oh, right, this guy made this sound font pack with, like, really weird custom names. Technically speaking, it's probably the... Yeah, Sine Arena. That's what I was thinking. When you said sine wave, I was, like, confused. That's because there's actually an instrument called Sine Arena in this instrument pack I have. So I think I was, like, vaguely remembering about that. Anyways, so let's just demonstrate here. Here's that same song, but I made it a Game Boy. I mean, the main instrument here is a square. And as you can tell, the square instrument is not at all what we were listening to in the other song. Holy shit, this works really well. I might have to come back to this song. I didn't plan on remixing this seriously, but I might. By the way, the backing bass is a sawtooth and a city bass. Both of them, they're layered. Anyways, that's what a good Game Boy song sounds like, just to explain. And then we come back to this. See, it's not just the fact the melody is discordant. That actually is not the part that bothers me the most with this song. It's the instrument use. Because the Game Boy, as simple of a system as it is, actually has quite a bit going on with its instrumentation. And they chose like the worst melody for this particular game here. They chose like I still can't exactly define. It is a type of sign, but that doesn't really narrow it down. How do I get up here? There must be another move I don't know about. Hold on. Is there an up dash? No. Well, this game's very good at conveying its information. Arrow keys, jump, and action. That's it. Crouch jump? There's not even crouching. I will try holding up and down for a moment. No. I got some of the gems. Wait, what is that? That's just a stop moving animation. Okay. Man, this game's rough, isn't it? Music's bad, gameplay's basic, and now I'm just stuck here because the game didn't even explain my moveset. If there is even a way up. There's gotta be a way up. Chiff! That might have been it. Actually, yeah, this might be Chiff. Granted, that wasn't in my Game Boy sound font set, but that person also... Whoever made that sound font set, basically an instrument pack, they definitely gave custom names to the instruments. Wait. Wait, can I just... No. Well, when in doubt, mash the buttons to see if you can end up with a different thing happening. Might be possible to break the controls and jump in the air. Did you drop in an earlier pit? I could try that. Is this... Wait, was there... Wait, what pit? Was there pits earlier? Oh, the enemy came back. Or... Is that a new enemy? I'm not even sure if the enemies respawn. They... Well, they do, in my face, apparently. What the hell? So the programming... Wait. That was a wall jump. I somehow did a wall jump. I like how the enemies are programmed to spawn in such a way that if you go backwards, they just spawn right on top of you. Oh, this is a rough one, guys. You know what's funny? You might think, oh, is this like a Game Boy project? No, it's actually not. Oh. It appears the warp back to the first area is now broken. Or the second area. It appears that the warp to the second area only works once. And after that, the trigger is disabled and I cannot go back through it. Of course, I could come back to the first screen a second time, but... By the way, I have no idea how I bounced. I still don't know. I think I just... Okay, I just, like, freaked out against the wall with my button mastering, and that seemed to work, so... But yeah, this is actually a Game Maker game, is what to conclude my statement. So in other words, this could be doing a lot... Like, it's not even limited to actual Game Boy hardware. This has the ability to go further than that, if it needs to. What are they meant to disable the warp on this? I think it might have been, maybe. This is like 100% bad, unfortunately. I'm gonna rush through this. Also, you notice how only the crabs respawned, by the way? Like, the birds did it for some reason. Granted, they're not really much of a threat, are they? What a pointless enemy. Their first action is to exist in the upper middle of the screen, and their first action, upon spawning in at that point, is to fly upwards. They are literally a non-issue. I mean, yeah, true, fair. I mean, I guess, technically speaking, if you want to go by that logic, this could be a square that is heavily modified. To give that warbly... annoying sound to it. That's that annoying sound. A base square instrument, though, the argument I was making earlier was basically, a base square instrument doesn't sound this way. Now, if you warbled it, sure. Okay, but a base square instrument doesn't sound nearly this unpleasant is what I was trying to mean. In fact, a base square instrument is just a standard flat tone. Okay, by the way, I still don't know actually how to do that. From what I can tell, you just, From what I can tell... Okay, you want to know what the mechanic is? Here's how it works. You don't just dash at a wall and bounce off of it. Here's what you gotta do. You dash at a wall, and you mash the jump button. Because at some frame at the end of the dash, you will get an extra jump. Or just pop upwards. It literally feels like I'm doing a glitch to do basic movement. Neat. It almost feels like unintended move. It feels like an unintended programming glitch. The developer was like, oh, you know what? That's a cool extra technique. I'll make it required. That's what it feels like. Yeah, actually, it does kind of sound like a Game Boy's version of a wind instrument. I could see that. High buzzing like a bug. Yeah. Legitimately, it just seems like you just dash at a wall and mash the jump button. There doesn't seem to be a particular time in it, because actually at the end of my dash, I kind of glitch. The only thing that seems required is I need enough wall to do it. So like, I need to actually dash a little bit low, so that I actually can get the bounce or something. I'm not actually entirely sure, but it feels like if I... There we go. God, that is the worst mechanic I've seen in a while. It legitimately just feels like a programming error that I'm forced to do to progress. That's a pretty low bar when it comes to controls, let's be honest here. Like, I've had bad controls in video games, but at least most of the time, basic traversal requires basic control actions, right? This, though, feels like I have to glitch the game to do basic traversal. Now, it's possible I could be missing something here, but... I mean, the controls are incredibly simple, so I don't think I am. My goodness. This game almost feels like... I mean, I'm sure it's not intended this way, but, like... This almost feels like some sort of, like, punishment to whoever plays it. Between the music and this, like, literal... By the way, my Halo has to return to the top of my head before I can use it again. And if I walk forward a little bit... Like, if I cast it back behind me and I walk forward... I still can't throw it? I can't throw it? Now I can throw it. It boomerangs back to you so lethargically in some situations. So you can't actually attack again. Unless you, like, stop for a second. Oh, okay. I wasn't actually expecting this to have the programming for a boss at this point. Oh, it's moving slightly. Oh my god, this thing has a lot of health. It has the boss pips. It appears that every pip is like... Oh no, remember how I could only air dash? This is actually horrible. I can only air dash, so when this thing is like trying to jump on me, I have to like hope for the best. Oh, okay, that's cool. I'm glad for the random speed up. Are you literally in like are you like your aggressive phase just because? All right. Dude, I haven't even taken out one. I haven't even taken out 2 pips. If you look carefully, look at that. Holy shit! Did you restart me from the start of the level? Now I wish this was an actual. No, it started me here. Okay, that's that. At least it has a checkpoint. But yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll keep count for you. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 hits to make the pip change its graphic. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 to remove the pip. 9 to make it a half pip. 9 again to make it an empty pip. I have never seen a boss health bar that is as misleading as this. Like, oh yeah, it just has 5 pips of health. Oh cool, how many hits is that? Oh, you know, 18 times 5, like whatever that is. Fucking hell. What is 18 times 5? Because I can't even like say the number at once because it's like such a high number. Yeah, I like how the 5 boss health pips equals 90 hits. This would only make sense if I had like a machine gun. I don't have a machine gun, guys. By the way, I have 6 hits, I'd like to point out. That's how many hits I could take. I noticed his legs don't count as part of his hitbox at least, so avoiding the ground attack is a little easier than I thought. Oh, this is so painful. Okay. Like, how... I'm just flabbergasted. If they want the boss to take a ton of hits, that's okay, I guess, but like, why represent it with a 5-pip visual health bar? I would have represented it this... we know how I would have represented it then, if you wanted to do it that way. I would have been like... You know how I would have done it? I would have been like, Thank you for playing this demo. How many secrets? Secrets? This game was so basic. What secrets? Where would there be secrets? What do you mean by secrets? I mean, I could drop down some pits, I guess, but that probably would kill me. But here's the thing. Here's the thing. That character there is also on the little light. Is the EXE image as well. So I was wondering if, like, did you turn into the tiger dude, or is that, like, a separate character? I'm not even sure, because this demo didn't tell us. But yeah, I don't know, man. Like, if you want to do a large health bar, that's fine, but, like, that representation was, like, the worst form ever. I would personally do it something like this. I personally would just do, like, you know, a normal shape like this. And then you can just, you know, segment it. Doing this, you can have a lot of segments, right? Very easily. Just going across, you know. And if you want to make even more segments, you could do this. And, yeah, you know. Like, that would actually communicate, like, information better. Like, have a segment in health bar, man. The NES figured this out. How many secrets can you find? What the hell do you mean by that? Where would there be secrets? Where, like, I'm kind of curious to look, simply because where the fuck would you look? That's true. That's true. Fair. I guess you could segment it that way too, or just have a fucking number. If it's 90, you could just have it like just 90, 89, 88. Can you left at the start? We could try. But I feel like that's one of the first things I did. It was one of the first things I did. I think I only know one place where there could be a secret. Wait, it's still tracking my deaths, even though the 2 deaths I had, it's still tracking that. Wait, 2 deaths? Did I die twice? I died once. Huh. The light green is too dark. I was gonna say, it felt weirdly dark for a Game Boy game. That explains it. So it's close to the Game Boy palette, but not quite, which is perplexing, honestly. Those are your lives. Those are my lives? Okay. I did collect all the gems, by the way, so that's a secret. Like, collecting all the gems is not a secret, because I did that. I only really have one thing to check. I must say, though, this project legitimately, its description, its literal description, says there's not much that can be revealed here in this one. So, the developer didn't say much about this game, almost like he's trying to keep things mum, like, oh, you're gonna have to play later to find out what's really going on here. It's like, oh, okay, that sounds lame. Yeah, that's a death pit. As I figured. But I'll be perfectly honest with you, given this game's everything, I wouldn't be surprised if just, like, one of the death pits is not a death pit, and the only difference between it and the other death pits is that there's no difference because this game is bad. That's honestly my, my assumption here. You missed the skitty. See, nobody's watching the stream today. Even Hyper's, like, inattentive. You're missing skitties. How you doing that, man? They're skitties, after all. Yeah, fair. Serio said that already, actually. The death pit is the only place that a secret could be. You're blind. It's okay. I'm sure some people are deaf at this point anyways. Just be glad I turned down the volume. This is at 50% volume, by the way. Hello, I'm Skipper Skinny. You'll never catch me. I am too slippery. Very good card. Also, like playing a run with no deaths or damage. Yeah, I'm not doing that. Even if that is a secret, I'm not doing that. I'm gonna look around the level a second time, that's it. That's all I'm doing, guys. I want to move on to other games, too. Well, there's here's the thing. This is a bad game, but you know what? That's kind of a good thing, because we probably start off with the worst game. So, after this, I'm sure we'll have an improvement. Man, I got suckered into playing this game. Like, the reason I downloaded this game was because of the Tiger Dude that was in some of the visuals. And I was like, oh, Tiger Dude. And I was like, oh, is the Tiger Dude like a transformation for the main character? Because they look kind of similar. And then we didn't even get the Tiger Dude. You notice that? We didn't even get a Tiger Dude. I was fucking betrayed. Oh, is this the boss? Yeah, it is the boss. Alright, just kill me. I'm done. What if I walk past the boss? Nope. Oh, we can see what a game over is. Okay. I think that's a good place to stop it. I'm optimistic, I guess. It said there's secrets, but I legitimately have no idea. Unless it is like a no-hit run or a no-death run sort of situation. Then beat the boss and get a secret, but... What do we want to bet that the secret isn't all that good? Like, what do you bet the secret is not worth it? Yeah, that was Adventure in a Cursed Land. I mean, it lives up to its name. It was a short adventure, and it was very cursed. And we were definitely on an island. The cursed part was the most accurate, though. Developer, I don't know what you're doing with this game, but it's not very good right now. I mean, I don't really have much else to say. It's straightforwardly not a good game. So that was Adventure to Cursed Island. Let's move on to something else.